Constantinople, 1463. A merchant walks through the Grand Bazaar. He is buying silk. At least, that's what it looks like. What he's actually doing is counting soldiers. He's noticed more janissaries than usual near the port. New ships in the Golden Horn, a pattern. That night, in a rented room above a spice shop, he writes a letter, coded, sealed with wax, handed to a captain on a Ragusan cargo ship bound for the Adriatic. 14 days later, the letter is read aloud in a stone chamber 3,000 kilometers away by men who rule a city smaller than a single district of Constantinople. And because of that letter, they will survive another year. Ragusa's secret was hiding in plain sight. The Republic was a trading power. Ragusan merchant ships sailed to every major port in the Mediterranean. Ragusan trading colonies existed in Constantinople, Thessaloniki, Sofia, Belgrade, Alexandria, Ancona, Rome, and dozens of smaller cities. In each of these cities, Ragusa maintained a consul.
Officially, his job was to protect Ragusan merchants and negotiate trade disputes.
Unofficially, every consul was an intelligence officer. Their real job? Watch, listen, count ships, count soldiers, note who meets with whom, track grain prices, because a sudden rise in grain prices means someone is stockpiling for war. And report, always report. The Ragusan Senate had an extraordinary rule. Every diplomat, every consul, every official abroad was required to send regular written dispatches, even if there was nothing to report. Especially if there was nothing to report. Silence was suspicious. Silence meant your man had been compromised or turned. This wasn't espionage as we imagine it. No daggers, no poison, just merchants with very good ears and very detailed letters. But Ragusa's greatest intelligence coup wasn't a stolen document or a bribed official. It was a business arrangement. Starting in 1458, Ragusa paid an annual tribute to the Ottoman Empire, 12,500 gold ducats, every year, delivered in person by a Ragusan delegation that traveled overland through Bosnia, through Serbia, all the way to Constantinople. The tribute was not cheap, but what Ragusa got in return was priceless. Free trade across the entire Ottoman Empire, every port, every road, every market. Ragusan merchants could travel where Venetian merchants were banned, where Genoese merchants were taxed to death, where Spanish merchants were arrested on sight. And this is the key: direct access to the Sublime Port, the Sultan's court, the center of the largest empire on earth. While Venice spent fortunes on wars against the Ottomans, Ragusa was sitting in the Sultan's waiting room with a seat at the table and ears wide open. The tribute caravan itself was an intelligence operation. Every year, the delegation crossed the Balkans. They noted troop movements, road conditions, political moods, local unrest. By the time they reached Constantinople, they had already gathered more intelligence than most European powers obtained in a decade. 12,000 ducats, the cheapest intelligence budget in history. And here is where Ragusa's system became truly brilliant and truly ruthless. They sold information to everyone. When Venice prepared a fleet against the Ottomans, Ragusa informed Constantinople. When the Ottomans massed troops near the Adriatic, Ragusa warned Rome. When Spain plotted against France, Ragusa told both. If any single power became too dominant, Ragusa would be absorbed. Their survival depended on balance. October 7th, 1571. The Battle of Lepanto. The largest naval battle in Mediterranean history. The Holy League, Spain, Venice, the Papal States against the Ottoman fleet. 200,000 men, 500 ships. The future of the Mediterranean decided in a single afternoon. And Ragusa? Ragusa was on both sides. As a Christian republic, Ragusa's sympathies were with the Holy League. As a tributary of the Ottoman Empire, Ragusa was legally obligated to support the Sultan. The Holy League won. The Ottoman fleet was destroyed. Within a year, Ragusa's trading privileges with the Ottomans were fully restored. Within a month, the Pope had reaffirmed Ragusa's status as a faithful Christian republic. 30,000 people, playing the two largest powers on earth against each other, and winning. The ultimate test came in 1667. A catastrophic earthquake destroyed Ragusa. The rector was dead. Most of the nobility, the ruling class, was dead. The city was burning. Looters were pouring in from the countryside. Any empire watching would see the same thing. A defenseless city, its leadership destroyed, its walls cracked, an invitation. Venice saw it. Venetian diplomats immediately began discussing annexation. This was the moment they had waited centuries for. The Ottomans saw it. Local Ottoman commanders began positioning troops. Perhaps the tribute should become something more permanent. Ragusa was on its knees. No army, no leadership, no walls. But it still had its network, the surviving senators, and there were very few sent letters. To Constantinople, we are your loyal tributaries. We need your protection against Venice. To Rome, we are your faithful Christians. We need your support against the Ottomans. To Vienna, we are a valuable buffer state. You need us intact. It worked. Ottoman troops came, not to conquer, but to protect. Venice backed off. Rome sent money. Ragusa rebuilt. The network held. Even in ruins, information was stronger than stone. The Republic of Ragusa lasted from 1358 to 1808, 450 years. In that time, it was never conquered by force, never occupied by an enemy army, never lost its sovereignty, until Napoleon's betrayal, which is another story. It had no natural resources, no military advantage, no geographic buffer. It had merchants who could count soldiers while buying silk, diplomats who could write 2 letters, one to the Pope, one to the Sultan on the same night, with equal conviction. A Senate that understood, centuries before the modern world caught on, that information is the most valuable commodity on earth. A city of 30,000 people figured it out in the 15th century, with pen, paper, and ships. On the walls of that city, there was one word: libertas, freedom. They didn't defend it with swords, they defended it with sentences.